What would you do if you saw a ghost?
Yeah, what would you do? Would you do the same as me? Are you on the William team here? You're in the William wagon? If so, that's cool. We'll just bring the backpacks, we'll clean clothes, and we'll get through it. I promise you. We'll get through it.
Welcome to Mixed In. On this episode, we're gonna just dabble with the subject of ghosts.
So we're gonna get started into our whole ghost hunting
like second half
job, I guess.
Yeah.
I know we've already done a couple of ghost hunting shows, but now we really want to get into it. So we're gonna start off from the very beginning. So what we are gonna start off with is, what is a ghost? Again, what is the fine definition of what a ghost is?
And I'm sure that there's hundreds of explanations. Mm-hmm. And I guess the whole reason why anybody would want to go ghost hunting is because they do want some answers. They want to kind of figure it out. They want to gather up enough evidence for themselves that we could learn that we have figured out what a ghost is. Is a ghost I don't know, something from the afterlife, which we're led to believe, or is it something
else?
A
natural scientific occurrence of
or something like that?
So
already living here.
Yeah. So we looked up the answer from the one page that tells us nothing but truth, which is Wikipedia.
Yeah, nothing but truth.
Yes, it is the Wikipedia from you, from all of us in the entire world.
So in traditional belief and fiction, a ghost, sometimes known as a specter. And that's the British or English, spectre or specter. American English is phantom, or apparition, or spook. So they're going to say that a spook or an apparition or phantom. So since we're going to be
they're all pretty much the same thing.
We're going to be doing American ghosts.
It's a ghost.
So they're saying that it is a soul or a spirit of a dead person or animal that can appear in visible form or other manifestations to the living. So people have already seen this kind of stuff and heard things even. And one of our episodes, we caught some EVPs on our bush cars.
Yeah.
So we're definitely curious. That's for sure.
Yes.
So descriptions of the apparition of a ghost vary widely from an invisible presence to translucent or barely visible wispy shapes to a realistic lifelike visions. The deliberate attempt to contact the spirit of a deceased person is known as necromancy, or in spiritism, a seance.
Yeah, so that's pretty much it. That's pretty much the basis of what a ghost is. And so just thinking of that tells you why so many people are interested in finding out a ghost. Because that right there, if you can find a ghost, physical proof this is a ghost, that tells you what life after death is. And that's like the biggest question of them all, besides, what's the meaning of life. But we don't care about that right now.
Yeah.
But that's it. That's what happens after you die. And
so another thing is like, there's also, I've watched the Ghost Hunters and sometimes they'll talk about what they believe. And some of them believe that, like, if you were to die tragically out on the battlefield, that your soul somehow is stuck there. That's why when you go there, you can see ghosts. But if you were to die quietly, peacefully in your hospital bed, then you know what? Then the ghost there's no ghost. So it's like, okay.
It goes on about it.
So if you were to die tragically in a hospital, I guess that would be a very haunted place, all of them. But it turns out that, it's so...
That depends on,
Yeah. I mean, insane asylums that are closed down, often a lot of tragedies happened in the old ones, and so there's a lot of activity.
Traumatizing stuff.
So there's probably lots of activity there.
Yeah. That's why they're kind of known for that. Graveyards where there are a lot of deceased people didn't really die there.
Yeah, so not that many ghosts.
So I guess it's
at least the ones around here. There's
everybody thinks, graveyards are haunted, but I guess they're not really.
No, in our area, there's like one popular one. They call it the old Maltby Cemetery, but
Maltby,
yeah, they say that's very haunted, but
kind of a cemetery, kind of not. I don't know. Looking up information on it, it is a cemetery. There's bodies buried there, but it's not like everybody took their family.
I think it got moved, and so where it used to be is where it's haunted, but it's protected by some people that
Yeah,
want you
it's owned by people. It is there, and there's no trespassing, and we can't find it. I looked all over the internet for it, and I can't find it. I can't find out where it's at. Even got down to the point where I was looking on Google Maps. Where's this damn cemetery?
Well, we really want to make sure that we have permission to go to these places. I don't want to go to a place
Definitely.
that we're going to get shot at because we're
or get sued or something. Or shot
so that's the other thing.
At,
So we're definitely want to do some ghost hunting, and we don't have like all the fancy tools where we don't have to speak boxes and all that kind of stuff. But we're just gonna.
We got what we need. We got an EMF reader, an actual one, and one for my phone, which does work. I know a lot of people say, "Oh, it's an app on the phone; it doesn't work." But we've tested it with the original EMF reader, like an actual one.
Yeah.
Put it up to one of Chris's reference speakers, and the EMF reader goes off. My phone goes off.
The same
works.
amount.
Yeah, it works.
Some apps are ridiculous. I get you, but the one that we're using,
some of them are fake.
It's using the phone's ability to send and receive calls as the electromagnetic field is in there. And it's the same. It looks fine.
We got that. We got buttload of recorders.
Yeah.
We got like 4 recorders. We got some really good microphones.
Yeah. Night vision cameras too.
And yeah, now we got night vision. Not really night vision cameras. They're night vision surveillance.
Yeah.
Surveillance cameras. I don't know what you call those. CCTs or something like that.
Yeah. They're each. So there's 4 of them, and each one has 60 feet of cable. And I figured that we'd hook it up to a killer little battery device that I got there to hook up to power, so we can actually look at the monitors, like set it up at the car, or if we need to, we can
do
more
that.
distance. We can hook 2 of the wires to the other 2 wires and only have 2 cameras, but the long distance would so we can work it all out.
Yeah.
So I'm excited. So we got I think
we got some cool tools.
Yeah, we can go to a location and really investigate hardcore, and so I'm excited. So
we just need to find somewhere and get permission.
Yeah. The thing is just what to look for. Are we hoping to see something or hear something, catch something, some evidence? Is that what our mission is, to just go out and catch evidence, or just to see for ourselves, to see what are other people? Is it real what other people doing? Is it all fake? So we're going to try to do this as realistic as possible, and find some answers for ourselves, and share them with you when we discover them. I think it'll be cool.
Yeah. So what would you think of yourself? Do you believe in ghosts, or do you think you don't believe it until you see it?
I already kind of have, thanks to the EVPs that we caught.
Yeah.
That made me, since we did it on our own and it wasn't something I saw on TV, it was our gear and our findings, that I believe that there is a ghost, that there's ghosts.
Yeah.
I haven't been face to face with seeing something. I'd love to do that. What would you do if you saw a ghost?
Well, first I would poop myself. And I would probably run the other direction. And screaming like a little girl. Which reminds me, we need to bring a whistle with us too.
A ghost whistle?
Yeah, a ghost whistle. There's a ghost! I don't know if that's what a whistle sounds like, but yeah.
I think that I would, as long as it wasn't chasing me, I think that I'd be fascinated. I think that it would encourage me to keep on looking.
I don't know. For me, I guess I'm a skeptic about it. Like, for me, I've never really seen anything paranormal. The EVPs we got on the recorder, they're they sound like EVPs, but for me, it's like that can always, it could be something. It can always be something. So unless I actually see an apparition appear in front of me and then disappear, is when I'll be a true believer. But until that point, I'll probably still be a skeptic.
Or if there's an abundance of unexplained
unless
phenomena.
we do get a recorder where there's like a really, like some of the EVPs I've heard before, where it's like there's someone talking into it, but when they recorded it, there was nobody talking into it.
Mm-hmm.
They're pretty darn
really
really good ones.
Really good ones. So
yeah.
I mean, I like the idea of the unexplained things that we might come across, because we know our gear and we know what it's supposed to sound like. You know that if you're holding the voice recorder and you move your thumb across it, you're going to get a sound. So we're going to try to debunk anything that we hear. We're not just going to assume every click and every noise is
It's a ghost. It's a ghost. I know it.
So we know our gear, and that's going to be very helpful.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I guess I would say that I'm skeptic of of a lot of ordinary things being misconstrued as ghosts, especially if it's dark and you're there to look for ghosts. Everything's gonna look and sound like a ghost because your senses are heightened. I get it.
Yeah.
So, but when at the end of the day, we have to separate and I'm willing to do that. I'm not just gonna
Yeah, because another thing could be too is like, we're doing it. Us humans with their brains are doing this. Like, we don't know what all our brains can do. For all we know, somebody going out in a haunted house somewhere is frightened enough to click on that little ability in their head to make things move, or for pictures to be shown up in your eyeballs, like, oh, I saw a person there, I know it. Who knows? But if you catch it on camera, your eyeballs can't do that.
Yeah, and what's interesting too is with the night vision, it can catch things on camera that our eyes can't see. And then there's times where, like, when we're watching Ghost Hunters, it's the other way around. The guys can see shadows down at the end of the hall, but the camera doesn't pick it up. Yeah. So it's weird. Sometimes it's the other way around. It's
Which could be their own brains.
It could be, or the
picturing
for
it.
Whatever it is, they both see the same exact thing, and it's really
that's
there,
true too.
But the camera does not pick it up.
Unless one guy's mental telepathic abilities is stronger, and makes the other one see it.
Well, then the other guys have.
You made me poop myself.
They have those full spectrum cameras. We don't have that, and those can see things.
Oh, we can now. We found them on the internet. It's like $300-$400 for full spectrum.
That's right. It wasn't that much money.
Yeah, it wasn't. Well, it was. It's expensive, but it wasn't. It's not too complete. It's not like a thermal camera that costs $5,000.
Yeah.
If you see those on shows, those things aren't cheap.
Yeah, those guys spent a lot of money for that.
I'm all like, yeah, we'll get one of those and we'll go ghost hunting. I got $20. Yeah, right.
Yeah. So put it in the comments below for me. I want to know, what would you do if you saw a ghost?
Yeah, what would you do? Would you do the same as me? Are you on the William team here? You're in the William wagon? If so, that's cool. We'll just bring a backpack, some clean clothes, and we'll get through it. I promise you, we'll get through it.
That'll be great.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, thanks, and tune in next time on Mixed In.
Yeah, we'll talk about something else.
All right, see you later.
Later.